What's up, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Christmas music, and we're back with the final Christmas carol slash holiday music reaction I'm going to do. I was originally thinking I'm going to post half of the videos that I did in this session on Christmas Eve and then half of them on Christmas morning, but there were a couple people who commented they were enjoying the Christmas reaction. Shout out to Kim, but also someone else said that they were wrapping presents while listening to one of the Johnny Mathis reactions. I really enjoyed hearing that, so I'm going to post all the ones that I do in this session on Christmas Eve, and then, you know, people can listen to them at whatever pace they want to go through. But yeah, it's not likely I'll be able to shoot any videos on Christmas Eve, so I did a longer session tonight, and then this is the final one. And then, as I mentioned, hopefully, you know, by Boxing Day morning, or at least by the morning of the 27th, I should be back to some regular sort of music videos. I'm still going to do a couple more holiday reactions in the week between Christmas and New Year's, because, you know, it always feels like such a emotional and sort of a festive drop-off if you immediately sort of cease any or all holiday activities. So again, I'll do one or two more holiday reactions in the week spanning, but this will be the last one that I do before the actual holiday. So once again, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy anything you celebrate. I hope you're having a wonderful time and a great weekend. And we're going to listen to the first tune on A Scottish Christmas, a really great instrumental and obviously Scottish folk music themed album from 1996. It's an album that I remember listening to as a teenager. It didn't come into my family's holiday music collection as early as some of the other things I've been reacting to, but I very much valued it. Again, as I mentioned in a couple reactions, I began listening to different styles of folk music, and this was one of the ones that, or Scottish music was one of the ones that really caught my ear. So yeah, we're going to listen to O Come Emmanuel, and a medley with God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. So yeah, both tunes just classic Christmas carols. You know, they're in so many different compilations. You know, different singers have done renditions of both. I reacted to a couple different versions of God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen in the lead up to the holiday here. O Come Emmanuel, I don't think I've done before, but again, that's just another classic carol. Like, you know, you think of Christmas music, that's one of the ones that you think of. So yeah, it's another medley, which, you know, there's several of them on this album, and there's even a couple that have 3 tunes. Yeah, there's at least one that has 3 tunes. So obviously, you know, one of the approaches they had to this album was that taking a number of different carols and sort of, you know, finding creative ways to sync them together. And as I've mentioned in the 2 reactions I've done to this, I really enjoy the instrumentation and the arrangement of these carols. So one more time to give a shout out to the people on the album. Bonnie Rideout is on the Scottish fiddle, Maggie Sansone is on the hammered dulcimer, Al Petaway is on the acoustic guitar, and Eric Rigler is on Highland bagpipe, Scottish small pipe, and the Uilleann pipes. So, yeah, this is A Scottish Christmas and their version of O Come Emmanuel, and a medley with God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. This is the first track on the album. I get huge nostalgia just hearing that intro. It's like, oh man. just woke her up. I love it. And, you know, the part with the drums in the final sort of section, it does remind me, in 1996, actually, like maybe 5 months before we got this CD, did my family, I went with my parents to Scotland, and we went to, like, a few different cities, including Glasgow and Edinburgh and Pitlochry and a couple others. But Edinburgh was probably my favorite in terms of, you know, we spent more time there than we spent some other places. And we ended up seeing the Edinburgh Military Tattoo, and they did, you know, several different, like, classic, you know, bagpipe pieces and so on, and, you know, like, choreographed, like, movement and the drummers. So as I was hearing that, it was actually reminding me that, you know, in that same year, I was at Edinburgh Castle watching pipers and drummers. Yeah, so it's like a weird sort of coincidence that the year this album, in fact, maybe it's not a coincidence, you know, maybe I enjoyed that so much that I was like, hey, you know, let's find a holiday album. I don't remember that being the case, or maybe my parents did the same thing. Maybe they took the initiative, like, you know, that was cool, let's get a holiday album of that style. Either way, that's what it was making me think of in the last sort of minute or so of the tune. But yeah, really enjoy this album. Again, you know, there's plenty more songs, and a couple of them are like medleys of multiple Christmas carols, so I'll maybe do like 1 or 2 more in this holiday season between Christmas or maybe Boxing Day and New Year, and then there'll be several more for next time we roll around to the holiday period. So again, since this is probably the last video, I don't know if I'm going to post them in order. There may be videos, excuse me, that come after this, but I will have shot them before. So this is the last video that I'm shooting in the pre-Christmas session. So basically, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. I hope you're having a great time. I hope you're listening to good music with friends and family, or at the very least, enjoying, you know, whatever you are up to. And yeah, I'll see you on the other side of the holiday weekend. Do let me know what you think of this performance. I will see you next time. Peace.